Today I'll be making a tavern inspired by the Hateful Eight. Stay till the end for some great DM tips. And you know, don't drink the coffee. I got some pictures off the internet to get a better look at what we're working with. No, that's top secret. You weren't supposed to see that. I'm actually not trying to kill my players. I was looking for ways to make it more challenging for them. Yeah, that's it. That was all. I swear. Let's look at the actual references here. First off, I do like how busy it all looks, but I don't think this is very helpful playable wise. I'll try to add as much detail as I possibly can while still maintaining a playable space where my players are free to move about and go crazy with the space and die wherever they choose to go. You know what I'm saying? Well, maybe not that crazy. Right off the bat, let's get the floor out of the way. I'll go more into depth on how I made the floor tile in a later video, so for now, let's just drop that off there. The reason why is because I found a better way to do it while I was working on it. You'll see. I'll get to it eventually, hopefully. The first room we're working on is the actual bar section of the inn. Let's start with this easy to make furniture. All you need is foam and little tiny plastic jewels, maybe some popsicle sticks here and there. These have to be the easiest things I've ever made. If only every project was that simple. In this project, we'll actually be taking advantage of all of these little beads I have laying around in the studio. I finally get to use them. Let's move on by making the bar top. We're going to sandwich a piece of foam in between two popsicle sticks. For a little bit of pizzazz and decoration here, we're gonna be adding, you guessed it, more beads. People are gonna look at these and think I'm some carving or sculpting genius, but you guys will know the truth. You always have to have something interactive in these games, like Poisoned or something. I mean, let's add a little detail for the players to be annoying with. Yes, that's what it was. Maybe a little bell. That's definitely not poisoned. I think they'll like that. And of course, we can't forget about the stools. You need to make your players feel safe right before you traumatize them by killing their character they've been working so hard to make. I'm not saying that that's what I'm doing. I'm only saying that you could do that if you wanted, for you heartless DMs out there. You know what I'm saying?
Frank the Jazz Man here. Let me interrupt your smooth jazz to hit you with a tip here. You want to add your paint nice and thick here. It will give it some texture and make it look a lot more like leather later on. This has been Frank the Jazz Man. Let me let you get back to your video.
What else can we make here? Oh, the backdrop? You like those walls? Those sexy walls? Let me show you how I made them. For these, I used my cheapest but thickest construction glue. Then I carved some popsicle sticks and smothered the glue out from between the boards. Lastly, I think we need to poison some food. I mean, there I go again, guys. I'm sorry. English isn't my first language. What I meant to say was, let's get creative and add some food to the set. Your players will love those. I'm pretty sure I stole most of these from my niece, so if you have a niece that loves collecting toys like this, you can find yourself some pretty cheap details to add to your set. She'll never notice they're missing. Otherwise, you could make them yourself, you know, if that's more your thing. To be honest, we can call it here as it is. This is enough for players to have an immersive game, but we could do better. With many projects, I ask myself, when is it enough detail? And usually it's when I run out of time, because most of what I make is for games that are coming up, usually in a day or two, or I just get tired of making tiny things and I move on to the next project. We're gonna need more beads because I really don't want to sculpt super tiny things with my ugly crooked fingers. If you get anything from this video, is that you should definitely get yourself a nice set of beads for your crafting room. Most of these look exactly like I need them to. Maybe, sort of, most of it close enough, whatever. It saves a lot of time. My players are alcoholics, so they'll never know the difference. I could just add another room to distract them with. The dining room / fireplace. It's perfect because I need to fit as many NPCs as possible in this session. Not because I'm trying to kill my players, of course. I'm not a monster. I just happen to have monstrous hands. As you can tell, this floor already looks a lot better than the last one. I'm getting stronger as I craft. Must be all of the players I've been killing. But that's for another video, I guess. I already told you, you have to be patient and join my Patreon and my OnlyFans. No, not that one. Not the OnlyFans part. I was just told by Copper I don't have one of those. But you can like and subscribe and definitely check out the Patreon. As you can tell, this room looks kind of empty. We need what every bar needs to succeed. Beautiful tables. Yes, why hasn't anybody ever thought of this? It's like I'm some kind of genius or something. I surprise myself sometimes. How the tables have turned. I'm actually carving now.
Comedy Gold!
But just because we are carving, it doesn't mean we forgot about our beads, the essential material for this whole build. Let's move on to the actual fireplace. And again, I'm being as cheap as possible. Some pebbles and foam will do for this build. I usually don't like to add lights to my craft because it feels like a gimmick, but it just looks cool, so you know, that's what I'm gonna do. It'll help distract the players, someone's getting thrown in there.
Andy, no, please. We're friends to the end, remember?
This is the end, friend.
I don't want to get too technical here because it's a lot of science mumbo jumbo, but get some Amazon lights and tangle them to look like fire. Elegantly glue the lights to the craft and call it a day. The last touch in the fireplace is the monster head hanging over the fireplace. This is more of a thing for my game than the actual movie. There are monster hunters in my world. It's actually a big deal. If you want me to make a video on my actual homebrew stuff, leave a comment in the comment section below. Copper reads all of the messages. Let me talk about two big differences between both of the rooms that only the best of crafters will notice. On one room, I have pretty much glued everything to the set, and on the other, I have glued absolutely nothing. That is because one will be used as a bar, and the other will be used as whatever I need it to be that week. I'm not only smart, I'm also lazy. Let's get back to the crafting. What's the name of the video again? Oh, that's right. 5 ways to kill your players. If the poison coffee didn't work, if the poison ale didn't work, and the poison food didn't work, then we might have to move on to a non-poison way to kill your players. You can always have a man waiting underneath the wooden boards, biding his time for the perfect opportunity for, you guessed it, kill your players. For this, you will need a secret floor door and also something to hide that door with. Let's craft some carpets the easy way. This is actually a plastic eating mat from the dollar store, so you know what that means. I got a few of them for $1.25. Inflation, am I right? I actually don't know if I'm right. Copper just told me to say that. I cut out specific designs out and aged them by scratching them and adding a brown wash. Your players will never know there is someone right underneath their nose, literally about to kill them. Allegedly. There is just one detail about the movie I did not understand or get. I'm sure someone in the comment section will enlighten me with an answer, but for now, I have no idea what the deal with the bed is. Maybe it's there because the owners need to sleep close to their goods and keep an eye on them or whatever, but that's my only guess. I don't know. In our set, we'll just add some stairs and tell the players that the rooms they'll be staying in are upstairs. I will not be crafting the upstairs because if the players ever go upstairs and sleep, it will be an automatic death screen. Well guys, thank you so much again for hanging out. There are a few bits here and there in the video that you can catch and watch on older videos I've made, like the crates and whatnot. Hope you found the video helpful. I will most likely be making a How to Kill Your Players Part 2, where we can get really creative and, like in The Sixth Sense, tell your player he was dead the whole time. Like always, thank you so much for everything. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.